I'm happy for you.
I'm happy too.
I used to think influence was everything. I thought peace was boring.
Peace is expensive. You just don't realize it until you lose it.
Do you hate me?
No. That version of me needed that lesson.
Daniel did not know he was the side guy, and that was the most embarrassing part. If someone had told him that the girl he prayed for every night already had a man, not just a man, but a fiancé, he would have laughed. Because Anita didn't behave like someone who belonged to someone else. She behaved like someone who belonged to him. Daniel met Anita at a tech and media event in Lagos. He wasn't supposed to attend. A colleague forced him. She was on stage asking a question confidently, smart, sharp, and composed. After the event, she approached him. "You're Daniel, right? The developer that asked that question?" He smiled. "Yeah. I liked your confidence." That's how it started. Not with begging, not with chasing. She chose him. That's why he never suspected. Anita says she studied mass communication at University of Lagos. She said she hated broke men. She said she wanted stability. Daniel wasn't rich, but he was focused, driven. Different from loud boys spraying money in clubs. She said that's what she liked about him. "I'm tired of unserious men," she once told him. Daniel believed her. So Anita moved fast emotionally. She called him every night. She prayed with him. She sent him random "I missed you" texts. She even cried on video call once, saying, "I've never felt safe with anyone like this before." Daniel fell completely after that. He started budgeting his salary around her needs. Transport money, data. "Baby, I need help with rent," he helped. When his friends asked why he was always sending money, he would say, "She's building with me." That word, building. He didn't know he was building on rented land. Anita never allowed Daniel visit her family. She would always say, "Not yet. My dad is strict." She never stayed long on calls after 10 p.m. "My mom doesn't like late calls." She never posted him. "I don't like social media drama." At first, all of it sounded reasonable. In Nigeria, of course, those things make sense. Until one evening, Daniel called her at 8:47 p.m. She declined. She texted immediately and with family, "I'll call you later." He waited. By 11:30 p.m., she hadn't called. But she posted a WhatsApp status, a picture of a man's hand holding hers inside a car. The caption read, "Forever loading." Daniel stared at it. The hand didn't look like his. He zoomed in. The wristwatch was expensive. Definitely not his. His heart started beating louder. He called her immediately, but no answer. The next morning, she called him, calm. "That status was my cousin's hand. We were joking." Daniel wanted to believe her. So he did. Because love sometimes chooses comfort over truth. 2 weeks later, Daniel's company sent him to attend a corporate networking dinner in Victoria Island. He almost didn't go, but something told him to. The hall was bright, soft music, executives everywhere. Then he saw her, Anita, standing beside a tall man in a navy suit, holding his arm, laughing. Not like the casual laugh she gave Daniel. This one was different. Proud, claimed. The man kissed her forehead gently. Daniel's brain went blank. He watched as someone tapped the man on the shoulder and said, "Congrats on the engagement, Tunde." Engagement. The word echoed. Daniel felt like the floor shifted. He stepped closer. Anita turned. Their eyes met, and for the first time since he met her, she looked scared. He didn't shout. He didn't cause a scene. He just asked quietly, "What is this?" Anita pulled him aside quickly. "Why are you here?" She whispered harshly. "I work with one of the firms here," he replied. She closed her eyes briefly. "It's not what you think." "Then what is it?" She hesitated. And that hesitation told him everything. The man, Tunde, walked over. "Baby, is everything okay?" "Baby." Daniel felt physically sick. Anita forced a smile. "Yes, just someone I know from school." Someone from school? After 2 years? After rent payments? After sacrifices? It was someone from school. Outside the hall, she finally said it. "Tunde and I have been together for 5 years." Daniel's ears rang. 5? "Yes. He's my fiancé." "And me?" Silence. She swallowed. "You were different." "Different?" "I loved you," Daniel said. "I know." She whispered. "You said I was your future." She started crying. "I didn't plan it like this." But you continued. She looked at him with tired honesty. "Tunde gives me security, family connection, stability. My parents already know him." And I was what? Her answer came slowly. "Peace." That word shattered him more than insult would have. It was peace, not priority, not future. Just emotional backup. It wasn't just betrayal. It was humiliation. He checked her Instagram again that night, and he saw pictures he had ignored before. Photos from years back. Same man, same smile, same ring. He realized something painful. While he was sending her money for data and rent, she was going home to her fiancé on weekends. While he was planning proposal ideas in his head, she was already planning a wedding. He wasn't competing. He was never in the race. 1 month later, Anita sent him a wedding invitation. Formal and polite, like nothing happened. "I hope you understand," she wrote. Understand what? That it was a chapter she hid? That he funded the period before our marriage? That he loved her more than himself while she loved him conveniently? He didn't reply, but the night of our wedding in Ibadan, Daniel sat alone in his apartment in Lagos and replayed every memory. He wasn't angry anymore. He was embarrassed, because deep down, the signs were there. He just refused to see them. Daniel did not attend the wedding in Ibadan. He muted her on everything, not blocked, muted. Because blocking is anger, muting is survival. The first month was the hardest. He would wake up at 2 a.m. and reach for his phone, forgetting she wasn't his anymore. He would open Instagram and immediately close it. He felt foolish, not because she chose someone else, but because he was never even an option. That kind of realization humbles a man. Daniel stopped sending long emotional texts to empty chats. He stopped replaying their voice notes. He stopped asking why. Instead, he asked a better question, like, why did I ignore the signs? And that's when the real growth started. He began therapy quietly, online sessions no one knew. He learned something uncomfortable. He didn't love Anita. He loved being needed. He loved feeling like the savior. He loved being the good man. And when you love being the rescuer, You attract people who need rescuing, not people who want partnership. That truth changed him. Daniel redirected everything he used to spend emotionally into building himself. He upgraded his skills. He took certification courses. He pitched ideas he had been scared to pitch. He stopped funding people's lifestyles and started funding his own future. Within a year, he co-founded a tech logistic platform solving delivery issues between small businesses in Lagos and other states. It wasn't flashy, but it worked. Investors noticed. One blog featured in, then another. Then he was invited to speak at Startup Mixer in Victoria Island. He didn't post motivational quotes. He didn't shed anyone. He just evolved quietly. Meanwhile, Anita's marriage to Tunde was comfortable. Big house, nice car, connections. But something was missing. Peace. Tunde was influential, yes, but busy, controlling, strategic in love. Affection came with schedule. Conversation felt like meetings. There were rules, expectations, performance. Anita started remembering something dangerous. Daniel's softness, Daniel's patience, Daniel's steady presence. The man she once called too available had actually been consistent. The man she thought was small was simply calm, and calm is rare. 2 years later, a major tech business summit was held in Victoria Island. CEOs, founders, media influencers were invited. Daniel was one of the keynote speakers. Anita attended as Tunde's plus one. She wasn't expecting to see him, but when his name was announced on stage, her body went still. Please welcome Daniel Adebayo, co-founder of Swift Route Logistics. The hall applauded. Daniel walked confidently onto the stage. Tailored suit, calm energy, no desperation. He had changed, not just financially, but internally. He spoke about resilience, about building from rejections, about not losing yourself while chasing validation. Anita felt like every sentence was indirectly about her. Tunde leaned over and whispered, "Smart guy." He nodded, unable to speak. After the event, guests mingled. Daniel stepped away from a conversation and almost collided with her. For a second, time paused. "Anita," he said calmly. She swallowed. "Daniel, wow." No anger in his eyes, no longing either, just balance. "You look good," she said softly. "Thank you." Tunde walked over. "Babe, are you ready?" He stopped when he recognized Daniel from the stage. "Oh, you two know each other?" Anita hesitated. Daniel answered smoothly. "We go way back. Professional, clean, dignified." Tunde extended his hand. "Great speech, man." Daniel shook it, firm, steady. The same hand that once sent monthly upkeeps now built empires. Later that evening, Anita found Daniel alone near the balcony. "I'm happy for you," she said. "I'm happy too," he replied. She looked at him carefully. "I used to think influence was everything." He said nothing. She continued. "I thought peace was boring." Daniel finally looked at her. "Peace is expensive," he said quietly. "You just don't realize it until you lose it." Her eyes glistened. "Do you hate me now?" He shook his head. "No," and he meant it, because he had healed. "That version of me needed that lesson," he added. She nodded slowly. There was something heavy in her chest now, not jealousy, regret, because she realized something painful. She chose visibility over vulnerability. She chose status over sincerity. She chose influence over peace. and peace had become the one thing money couldn't buy her. Daniel excused himself politely. He walked back into the hall, not as someone trying to prove anything, but as someone who had nothing left to prove. Anita watched him go, and for the first time in years, she understood the real loss. And for the first time in years, she understood the real loss, not the money, not the tech success, not the public applause. She lost the only man who loved her without strategy. That night, after the summit in Victoria Highland, Daniel drove home alone. The roads were calmer than usual. Lagos at night sometimes feels softer, like the city itself is tired. He didn't feel victorious, he didn't feel proud, he just felt steady. Saying Anita again didn't reopen wounds, it confirmed healing. Years ago, that same balcony conversation would have shaken him. He would have gone home replaying her words, wondering if he still loved her. But now, he wished her well and meant it. That was growth. Meanwhile, Anita leaned her head against the window in her car on the way back to her house in Lekki. Tunde was on a call discussing contract and expansion. She watched the street lights pass by and thought about something simple. Daniel used to ask how her day went, not because he needed information, but because he cared. He used to notice when her voice changed. He used to send money without reminding her later. He used to sit in silence on calls without making it awkward. Back then, she thought that kind of love was ordinary. Now she understood something painful. Ordinary peace is rare, and rare things are easy to underestimate. Months later, Daniel met someone else. Not a loud event, not through influence. At a small book cafe in Lagos. Her name was Miriam. She was simple, grounded, and clear. On their third date, she asked him something direct. "Are you emotionally available?" Old Daniel would have laughed nervously. New Daniel answered honestly, "Yes, but I won't lose myself to prove it." He smiled. That's healthy. He didn't rush. He didn't overspend. He didn't try to rescue. He showed up, and she showed up too. Equal, balanced. That was new for him, and it felt right. Years later, Daniel would sometimes think about that season of his life, not with pain, but with clarity. He realized something important. Anita did not ruin him, she revealed him. She revealed his fear of not being enough. She revealed his habit of overgiving to earn love. She revealed how easily he could ignore red flags when emotions were loud. And because of that revelation, he became better, stronger, and wiser. Love is beautiful, but love without self-awareness is dangerous. If you love someone more than yourself, you will ignore the signs that protects you. If you try to become someone's peace while abandoning your own, you will end up empty. The right person will not make you compete in silence. The right person will not hide you. And most importantly, real love does not require you to shrink so someone else can shine. Sometimes, losing the person you thought you needed is how you finally meet the person you were meant to become. And that is not a tragedy, it is growth. Thank you for watching this story. Please like, subscribe, and comment.